Yes, people, welcome to SK's Northwest Counties Predictions Block 2 review of the Northwest Counties Prem. Today I'm going to go over how the 5 teams that I picked before the season have started. I did this after around 6 games, and now I'm doing it after around 14. Let's get straight into it. Chadderton, 7th in the league currently, 25 points, played 12, won 8, drew 1, lost 3. 34 goals for, 15 against. Have 2 games in hand due to going the furthest in the FA Cup out of the division. Positives, big squad, playing on AstroTurf at home, which is an advantage, and have the best goal scorer in the division in Lewis Byrne, who's got 15 goals already. Plus Benito Lowe is in red hot form, 9 goals. I think he's playing like a attacking midfield role, so that's good for him that he's on form. It's obviously going to benefit the team with his quality and passion. The negatives, unfortunately, lost one of their best players in Matty Crothers to an ACL injury. Wishing him a speedy recovery, but unfortunately he's not replaceable, so that'll be a big miss for Chadderton. And the only other real negative is, will all these cup runs they've had, because they are very good in the cups, Chadderton, will that come back to bite them in the league overall? That's to be seen. Finally, games played versus the other teams in the top 9 so far. I also feel that the current top 9 will be the top 9 at the end of the season. They've played 4, won 2, lost 2, leaving 12 big games to play versus teams in the top 9 over the season. And my verdict on Chadderton is good start. Moving on next to Wythenshawe. 4th in the division, 31 points. Played 14 games, won 10, drew 1, lost 3. 426 against 15. Positives, played a good number of big games already from the top 9 in the division on paper. Got a good next 10 fixtures on paper, but obviously there's no givens in the counties, as we know. Also managed to win tough games recently, despite I'd probably say Wythenshawe have had 80% of their squad injured already this season. Literally one of the only players off the top of my head that I know that's got through the season without an injury is Brian Lai. So hopefully everyone else can be more like Brian Lai for the rest of the season and obviously have a bit more luck with injuries. Also positive is they've got a quality manager in Kinsey. He's actually got out of this division before, which counts for a lot. He's been there and done it. Negative so far with Wythenshawe. Need to score more goals, especially in away games. You're not always going to win an away game with 1 goal. Also, Aaron Dwyer's flying. That's a positive, but obviously on a negative side, need more goals from the rest of the team. I think Dwyer's got 10 goals now, so we need the numbers up a bit more from the rest of the lads. But Wythenshawe also have Daryl Mason to come back in like over the next few weeks, and then they'll have Joe Lankers back by Christmas, so that should boost their attack and goals quite a lot. Finally, games played versus other teams in the top 9 so far. Played 6, won 4, lost 2, leaving 10 big games to play versus other top 9 teams over the season. Verdict, excellent start. Next up, we've got West Didsbury, third in the division, 31 points. Played a game more, played 15, won 10, drew 1, lost 4, 36 goals for, 21 against. Positives, leading goal scorers in the division with 36 goals currently, and on a 7-match winning streak in all competitions. Also, a big squad and good management team in Marshy and Yarwood, who guided West Didsbury to the playoffs last season, so well equipped for another good push. Also, big home crowds, so will be one of the best budgets in the division. They might have the highest crowd in the division, to be honest. I think they have. I probably guess they've got a budget of about £2,500 at West Didsbury. I think there won't be many more than that. So they're in a healthy position. Negatives for West Didsbury. Also another team like Wythenshawe that have had a lot of injuries. So therefore they're changing 3-4 players regularly every game. That'll work for so long, but ultimately there has to be a stage where they're getting 10 or 11 of the same lads on the pitch for 3, 4, 5 games in a row. I think anyway. Another negative is they lost at home to Pilkington and Glossop. They'll see that as 6 points dropped against two teams that they're simply superior to. But this is counties football for you, but that is obviously a negative that I found. Finally, games played versus teams in the top 9. Played 3, won 2, lost 1, leaving 13 big games for West Didsbury to play. Verdict, good start. Moving on to Ramsbottom now, second, 32 points, played 14, won 10, drew 2, lost 2, 435, 17 against. Positives, massive squad, very little injuries, unbeaten at home, massive budget, big strong physical team, good press, scoring plenty of goals, not conceding too many. Jacob Holland Wilkinson, 11 goals. Also, just want to touch on a player for West Didsbury that I just missed actually. He's been, in my opinion, their best player this season. Harvey Roberts, 7 goals already for the midfield. But yeah, carrying on with Ramsbottom. The negatives for them: crumble from being first last season to not going up. Will history repeat itself? Other than that, don't really see many negatives currently. Finally, games versus top 9. Played 6, won 3, drew 1, lost 2. 10 big games to play versus other teams in the top 9. Like I've said, I do think the top 9 currently will be the top 9 come the end of the season. Verdict, excellent start. And finally, Padiham, first in the division, 34 points, played 13, so played a game, 1 or 2 games less than some of the other teams. Won 11, drew 1, lost 1, 433 against 11. Positives, scoring plenty and conceded the least goals in the league. Also taken 21 out of 24 points at home, where they were extremely good. Good manager, recruited very well, being top for the whole season since day 1. Negatives, none currently. They're out of all the cups, so they can fully focus on the league. But it is a marathon and not a sprint. So it's alright being first now, but it means nothing if they end up second or third and losing the playoffs. They're in the division again. But yeah, there's no negatives for Paddy, and they've obviously been the best team so far overall, hence why they're first. Finally, games versus top 9. Played 3, won 3. But 13 big games versus teams in the top 9 to go. So from that, you can see which teams have got like 13 big games or 12, and some have only got 10.